Hey everybody, welcome to another Paint the Edge Up, where I teach you to make a cool painting in about an hour and you get a little drunk doing it. My name is Joel, and today we are painting this painting right here. Okay, it's called the, it's just a Thanksgiving painting, but this is called Turkahonus. Okay, Turkahonus, that's turkey, Turkahonus there. A forgotten person in a lot of Thanksgiving history, but this is a fun Thanksgiving painting. So that's what I'm doing today. Like always, I'm going to give away a free giveaway painting. All you do is correctly answer my subjective trivia question first in the comments. I'll send you a painting of your choosing, okay? I also have shot glasses for sale. If you want one of those, it says Paint the Edge on, pretty cool. Can't really see it on this camera, but it says Paint the Edge off on there. It's laser etched in there. You can kind of see it. Can you see it? Oh, now you can kind of see it. $5 plus shipping and handling. Also, I have links up here. Search Paint the Edge Off on all the social medias if you want to follow me. Give me a follow and all that stuff. That helps. And there's links there if you want to donate any money. I don't make any money from this, so all that's appreciated. And with that, let's talk about what we're going to need for this painting. You will need a canvas. Okay, pretty important. Something to paint on. I'm using 16 by 20. You can use whatever size you want. That's what my measurements are going to be for, though, when I'm telling you kind of where to put what. That's what size I'm using. I have an easel. You could just lay it down flat though if you want, if you don't have an easel. I've also got some paper towels, some kind of paper towels or towel to wipe some stuff up. It's good for oopsie daisies. I've got a water cup. Okay, water cup's pretty important. This is acrylic paint, so you need water to mix in with your paint. I've also got a blow dryer, helps me dry my painting fast, move through it quickly. I've also got whiskey. Okay, whiskey's very important. Okay. I've also got paper plates for my palette. You can use whatever you want, but paper plates are just kind of easy. That's what I use, okay, because I'm easy. I've also got some tools here, okay? I've got just a pencil, all right? I've got a Sharpie, in case I want to Sharpie something in, so if I paint over, I can still kind of see it through there. And I've got some chalk, okay? This is just regular sidewalk chalk. Chalk you can draw on top of your paint, and then it comes right off. It's a good sketching tool. And then I've got 4 brushes. I've got my big flat brush, my medium flat brush, my medium round brush, and my little tiny baby round brush, okay? So those 4 brushes are what I'm gonna have, all I'm using for this, so take those, leave them bristle down your water cup anytime you're not using them, and yeah, let's take some shots, okay? Cheers. Okay. Alright, let's get the shot counter going. Alright, how's everybody doing out there? Welcome to the stream. Let's start this whole painting up here. First thing we're going to do is we're going to draw some stuff in, okay? So what I want to do is I'm going to take my pencil, and I'm going to start with, this big old buffalo head, okay? Now, let's go ahead and find the tops and bottoms and sides. It's about 3-4 fingers from the left. What's up, Berserk? So I'm going to make myself a little mark here. Alright, just a little mark there. Give myself a good amount of space. You can maybe even a little further. Alright. Now it's a little above, if this is about halfway up my canvas, it's a little above that. It's about the top of the head. Somewhere in here. Alright. At the bottom, this head's pretty big, okay? It's gonna go about a 1/4 or a little less than a 1/4 of the way up the canvas, maybe a 1/5 of the way. Okay? And then let's give it, a little space there. Let's have another. It's basically right. This is about the middle of my canvas. Maybe just a little to the right of the canvas. It's about that, okay? So let's go ahead and draw this in, okay? Let's go ahead and curve the angles there. Make a little flatter on top. Curve that. Bring it down. That might be a little long. Probably comes down a little too low, maybe. But let's get a general big rectangle right there. There we go. Now, just for future reference, the eyes are going to be like half in the very middle of the head, okay? Somewhere in there. It looks like a little pill right now. And then there's going to be a little nose, horns here. And there's a little buffalo head, right? Eyes are going to be kind of here. Maybe the nose, I guess, should be a little more over here. Anyway, that's kind of our general, buffalo head there, okay? All right, about the middle of the head, maybe a little further to the right of the middle, a little line right there, a little line right there. Okay, then we're just gonna have this come up. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a kind of a big hump here, and then another little hump that kind of comes off that. There's the back of that. Okay, a little hump here, and then somewhere in there, making a little hump that comes back there. That's about all we need to draw for the old buffalo. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and draw in some basic shapes for my turkey, Turkahontas. So let's start. Let's right here at the top of the hump, maybe very middle or to the left, to the very top of that. Let's just draw a big circle here. There's our big old turkey body there. All right, let's have the top of the head needs to come down a little bit. So maybe I've made this a little big. I could make this come down a little bit further. That's a little too big. All right, then maybe I can make this body come down a little bit. So yeah, it's up a little high. Oh, you know, I should probably have some... Oh, I've got some kneaded eraser here if I need to erase something. Let's go ahead and use my kneaded eraser here. Erase some of these confusing lines. Maybe take this off. Alright, so I'm just going to move everything down a little bit before I get going. There we go, something like so. Oh yeah, this painting's gonna be, now it's super easy. Now this painting's just a walk in the park. I'm gonna have a big turkey tail back here. Alright, let's have my neck's gonna be more towards the front of this circle. I'm gonna make a little V right there first. Have this little neck come up. And then a little turkey head. Right. And we'll have, maybe we can have this little arm here, blah, blah, blah. Okay, there's basically all we need to draw. Maybe I could put a little, wow, there's the little front part of the... Okay, drawing. Check. Shot? I think so. I think shot. Alright. So we got the drawn in. I'm gonna take my Sharpie and Sharpie a couple things. Yummy. Okay. 2 shots. Okay, let's take our Sharpie. Let's Sharpie a couple details in here. Let's do some basic parts so that when we paint over this, we'll still be able to see it a little bit. Something like that. Maybe just some loose lines, kind of give you something to kind of some little, you know, guidelines there that are going to help you later. So if you paint over this, you'll still be able to see some of this through there. But not a lot, not like every single line, okay? Okay, now, that's done. Boom. All right, let's start painting. Enough drawing, enough sketching. Let's get painting, okay? Okay, let's start with yellow. Little tiny bit of blue. Just a drop of blue. Plenty of white. Okay, and we're also gonna get... Actually, that'll be it for now. Maybe we're gonna take a little bit of this raw sienna too. Just a little bit of that. All right, let's get painting. Let's paint start with our background. Take your big brush out of your water cup. Tap it off. Take a deep breath. Let's get going here. Let's start with yellow. Lots of white. Yellow and white. Pretty pink. All right, let's make a nice big old gob of this. Lots of white mixed in there, so it's very, very light. And honestly, at the top, let's just kind of start here. Let's start brushing this in. We're going to mix in some of this raw sienna in a minute. A lot more white. Let's go ahead and start painting this in. Now my pencil lines are kind of mixed with my paint. It's okay. Okay, it's okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and get a ton more white because I'm already It's already just not white enough. All right, I'm gonna wash my brush out. Let's just get white. Let's just start with white. And just get a little tiny bit of yellow, tiny bit of raw sienna in here. Oh, see that? That's barely, you can barely even see the color change there. Tiny bit of that, tiny bit of yellow. Lots of white. Oh, see, that changed a lot more than I wanted. So I'm gonna use a bunch of white, really lighten that up. Okay, let's start with this color up here. Let's start mixing this in. Mix this in with our yellow, take the yellow up in there. Ideally, I could probably just find this color better to begin with, but I kind of started with a little too yellow, so then I added more of the creamy color, more of the raw sienna and white. I'm kind of letting it mix with my yellow. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get that filled in. Oh, yeah, there we go. Get it real light at the top. I want it to be real light. This is even already too yellowy at the top. I need it to be more white, really. Really, if I'm being real. It needs to be a little lighter at the top. I'm just going to kind of brush this light color down, bring it down from the top. Got a little too much of that dark sienna color in there. That's okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's going to be fine. All right, it's going to be fine. Maybe a little bit more white in here. I'm kind of going with this angled motion, but I can sit there and kind of mess it up, do some of this crazy brush stroke so it doesn't look too, if you want to make it look a little messier. Or you kind of keep that, angle going if you like that. I'm going to go kind of mess it up. Maybe I kind of like this, though. I kind of like this big, long, angular brush stroke. I'm going to do that. Okay, now, let's mix up just a tiny drop of blue in here with this. Get a very, very light yellowy green, okay? Lots of yellow here. Mostly yellow, little tiny drop of blue, a little bit of white, so a very light green now. All right, let's take that. Let's start brushing this in. About the middle of the head, or maybe the top of the buffalo head is kind of where this is going to start. I'm just going to kind of spread this around, be messy with it. This is going to be kind of like, grass or brush that it's walking through. So you can make it you can get a little crazy there. You can get a little texture there, okay? Oh, yeah, look at that texture. I like that brush stroke and that texture. Wow, look at us. This is just so good. Let's take a little bit darker green, mix up a little bit more of a little more blue and yellow to get a little more deeper green here. Let's sprinkle some of that in. Just pepper it in, okay? Let's just pepper it in. Oh, yeah, look at that pepper. Oh, we're just peppering it up. We're just peppering some green in. We're putting some guacamole there in with our mustard and our caramel and our mayonnaise color. Add a little guacamole to it, okay? Everything's better with some guac. I think people get a little carried away with guacamole. Oh, guac, it's so good. It is good, but it's like, it's not the most flavorful thing in the world. It's good on some stuff. I think people get a little carried away with guacamole. That's just my opinion. What's up, Robbie? How you doing, man? Okay, I'll do my trivia question here in a minute. And I'll take another shot. We almost got the background done. I'm painting my side edges here. Alright, that'll be the first layers, our background. Then we'll take a little break, blow dry, take a shot. Well, yeah, this is our Thanksgiving painting in honor of Thanksgiving. Okay. All right, let's take a shot, take a break, do some blow drying. We'll keep going here. Hey, when I get it, I may get some green paint. Okay, so today, in honor of Thanksgiving, a little Thanksgiving trivia. Today's question is... Oh, that's not it. Today's trivia question is... we all know the three, the Santa, the Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria. We all know those three. But what was the name of the fourth ship that came over to America? Okay, was it A, the Black Pearl, B, the Big Ship Energy? Was it C, Discovery Channel? Was it D, why are you spreading misinformation? Okay, is it E, the Commotion on the Ocean? F, the Holy Ship? G, Honda? Or H, the Sea Slut? Okay, so little known fact, there was a fourth ship. All right, so today's trivia question, if you want to win a free painting, is what was the name of that fourth ship that came over? All right, give it a guess. All right, don't look it up. All right, we got a guess for F, the Holy Ship. Okay, good guess, good guess. So yeah, I don't want to give away the answer, but there was a fourth ship that didn't get as much attention, okay? The captain of that ship was not so cool with Christopher Columbus. Oh, good one, Robbie. Robbie says the Holy Ship. That's why it sunk. There you go. There you go. There we go. Robbie gets it. All right. Okay, let's try him pretty quick. Let's take another shot, though. Let's get taking some shots. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. All right. Okay, next part, we're gonna block in our everything in front. Okay. So for this, let's take some of our burnt. I didn't tell you what colors I used today, did I? Anyway, red, blue, yellow, white, black, and then I've got raw sienna and burnt umber. Okay, let's take some of our burnt umber here. And you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna turn my music up for myself. Okay. Okay, so I've got my burnt umber, it's kind of a brown color there. And I think I'm just going to leave this brown, okay? I think I'm just going to take brown and paint the whole buffalo in brown first, okay? So let's start with that. Let's get our brush mixed in with our brown color here. Now, on the camera, you're probably not going to be able to see this, but I will be able to see my, Sharpie lines through this. On the camera, you're probably not going to be able to see it. It's going to be too dark to really tell, but if you're painting at home, if you Sharpied some of this in, you'll be able to see, I say that, maybe not. Jesus, okay. Okay, but let's go ahead and get this filled in. We're gonna start with just blocking everything in. It's called blocking in. It's called dissing your dog. Okay, let's fill this all in. Okay, now up here, let's go ahead and fill in the hump. Alright, I'm gonna leave this little notch alone because that's where that little Turcohanus body part's gonna be. So let's go ahead and go around that. Oh man, what's been going on, everybody? How you doing? How you doing out there? Mix a little bit more water in my paint. This paint's a little thick, so a little water's gonna be good. What's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's doing well. This is going to be our first layer. So we're just blocking this in. Then we'll go back and add layers on top to really add all the detail. We just want one base color down. This is all going to change a lot. We may even have to really cover up a lot of this in certain areas, but it's okay. We'll have something, the background will be white. We'll have a good background to show through behind our paint for these parts. Okay, but we're going to start there. Maybe a little more rounded on top, not as quite as flat on top. There we go, it's a little better. Okay, there's that. Okay, let's put our little turkey tail. Let's do some turkey tail. So we've got a brown, we're also going to want our red. Get some red. Alright, mix some red in with your brown. I'd mix it pretty evenly with brown. Trying to get a good even mixture there, brown and red. Let me add a little bit of white. Just a drop of white. Okay. Have a nice little color there. Might even add some, maybe a little bit of yellow too. Let's grab a little bit of yellow. Okay, okay. Well, whatever. Let's go for it. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and paint over my turkey head there. I'll put that in later. Right now, let's just block this in. Brush starting to get a little blobby, so I might scrape some paint off there. Come down a little further. Alright, there's my turkey tail. Let's also put a little turkey hand in here. A little turkey hand. There's his feathers for his turkey hand. Okay, next part we're gonna need to mix up some gray, so let's take some black and some white here on the next plate. Mix ourselves up a nice gray. We can maybe take a drop of brown in there, not too much though. I want to make a very gray color, maybe a little bit of brown. Let's go ahead and mix her up. Mix her up. Mixing up a gray. There's a medium gray, something like this. Something like this. I don't wanna burn something. And let's just take just a a baby drop of brown. Just a drop of brown. There we go. This may be too much. That's okay. No, that's alright. It's height. Go. Let's fill this in. This is gonna be a little more difficult because you're trying to go in between a bunch of lines and not go over stuff, but it's okay. You know, if it's a little sloppy, this is just our first layer of blocking things in. All right, so don't be too worried about this step. I'm a big idiot. Don't worry about it, okay? Just don't worry about it. Okay, there we go. We've blocked everything in. Wow, I'm so impressed with myself. Let's take a break, blow dry, and let's talk for a minute, you know? Let's just talk. So yeah, Thanksgiving's tomorrow. A lot of people don't know about Turkahontas, but Turkahontas was the turkey warrior that tried to fight, that was really keeping the Native Americans back from the turkey population, and also the Spaniards, I guess, whatever Christopher Columbus was. And he was a turkey warrior, as you can see here. He rode bison. Okay, he controlled the bison belonged to the turkeys at this time in history, and he really ruled with an iron fist. And the first Thanksgiving was when they killed Turkahontas and ate his dead body with everybody to bring them all together, and that's how the Americans, whatever they're called, the invaders, made peace with the Native Americans. They killed the epic warrior Turkahontas, okay? But this is a picture of him. He did like to wear the bandana, as you can see in the picture, and he had a trident pitchfork that was his weapon of choice. So, yeah, just a little history lesson today. Not a big deal, but I do feel like the head needs to be a little bigger now. I pulled back on the head size for the buffalo, but I feel like it should be a little bigger. Italian Explorer. Is that your guess for the trivia question? Ooh, that would have been a good name for a ship, the Italian Explorer. I think I will make this a little bigger. Okay, oh jeez. Alright, now I gotta blow dry that. Hey, cheers everybody! I didn't count one of my shots, did I? Philip? What are you doing, Philip? What are you doing, Philip? What are you doing? Okay. Okay. Christopher Columbus. Okay, yeah, he was Italian. All right. I'm pretty sure he was, I think he was Portuguese, but let's not get into it right now. Oh, Philip, what are you doing? Pretty sure Christopher Columbus was Russian, but that's okay. Today's trivia question. What was the name of the fourth ship to sail to America along the Nina, the Pinta, Santa Marita? There was a fourth one. We all know the first three, but there was a fourth. Was it A, the Black Pearl, B, Big Ship Energy, C, Discovery Channel, D, Why Are You Spreading Misinformation, E, The Commotion on the Ocean, F, The Holy Ship, G, Honda, H, The Sea Slug. F's been guessed. Okay, the Holy Ship has been guessed. And okay, let's start putting some details on here. Oh, and by the way, this is a picture for Thanksgiving. Oh, look at them. Oh, wow. Oh, look, they're having so much fun eating turkey. Okay. I just like that picture. Okay, let's do this. Let's start drawing. Let's take our chalk and draw some stuff in, okay? I'm gonna use my blue chalk. Okay, now, again, let's kind of redraw in our head shape there. I was hoping that I could see my lines through this, but I really can't. So, backfire on me. Go ahead and bring this over a little bit. Maybe make it a little bit more shaped like that. Okay, again, let's find the middle. Here's the middle. Middle of the head. Alright, so I've kind of drawn in big old giant buffalo head. Right. Now, let's put the eyes in here. So, the eyes are going to be kind of two little football shapes, but they're going to be more to the left of the head. So, there's this one. If this is about the middle of the head, right? I'm going to have this second one just a little bit away from the middle, but right there. Alright, so the eyes are more on the left side of the head. So this kind of makes it look like his head is angled this way, right? Now, if I want to kind of make a new line here for kind of where I imagine the middle is going to be, its head's kind of turns, a little closer to this eye than that eye. We see a little bit more of this side of the head. Let's do that, and then down here towards the bottom, give yourself a nice big amount of space. Let's do a little nose here. Alright, let's start with an oval like so. There we go. There's our turkey, mouth, nose, face. Okay, let's put some horns in now. So just right above this halfway point up, right about here. Somewhere in here, let's kind of start if you want to start just like one line like that, you can do that. Okay, but let's make it like this. Curves up, comes to a point. Boom. Okay, let's do another one over here. This one might be a little harder to see on the camera, but a little line right here. Okay. Now let's kind of redraw some of this in too. Let's put, here's the top hump there. Alright. Draw a little line there, kind of continue this down. There's going to be a little, kind of a little strap here. It kind of represents like a little saddle kind of strap. Okay. Okay, another name for the ships would be the SS Minnow, aka Fuki Capesta. How do you say that? Fuki Capesta? Fuki Capesta. Spooky Capesta. You know, another thing I might do here is put a little bump that kind of comes out where the eye is. It's gonna be, again, everything to see over on this side is kind of hard to see, but I've drawn just a little bump out here around the eye on that left side. And then I could do kind of another, you could do another little bump here if you wanted, like at the bottom, like that little, you know, around the nose. But okay, I think that's pretty good for the drawing part of the buffalo. Let's draw back in our Turcohanus, okay? So first of all, we've got his body here, right? Now here's this little V shape we left empty. It's gonna be kind of the start of his neck. Okay, so let's bring this in, kind of bring it in like a little hourglass, little parentheses kind of there, right? Parentheses. Okay, then have a big curve here, curve his head, draw the head in. Okay, and then the nose kind of comes down like so. All right, like that. There's our turkey head. Okay. So again, we've got this, we've got that. Hey, let's draw that in. We've got his little trident coming out here. Oh, the little legs. So again, this is kind of his little saddle, right? So we're gonna have another little saddle. Won't have his little turkey legs here. I won't have another little strap coming down there. It'll be like a little stirrups there. So we're gonna put all this in. I'm not sure what. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put this in. This is gonna be a little tail thing, little back butt part. Okay. Riley, this is Turcohanus. Okay, this is the turkey warrior that really kept the natives up at bay, and until Christopher Columbus and the I guess Italians, I was corrected, it wasn't Spaniards, they're Italians, came over and defeated. They killed Turcohanus, who had already, you know, tamed the buffalo, had controlled them, and was really reigning supreme in America, in the North America back then. Until Christopher Columbus and his people came over and brutally murdered Turcohanus. They then ate his corpse, which is what brought the Native Americans and the Italians together. So this is Turcohanus. It's history. I mean, I'm not going to go into all the details of history, okay, because I don't have time, but I will also. Okay, let's take our medium flat brush. Okay, I'm going to go back because I forgot to put the little butt part on our Turcohanus turkey. So let's go ahead and put that back in. Let's go ahead and fill that in. I forgot to fill that in earlier. I have to draw this in completely. This is kind of a little, I'm not sure what this is, but it's on a turkey, I think. Well, that might be too big. Okay, you know what? Whatever. Well, it's definitely too big, but whatever. I'll trim it up later. Okay, let's start putting some details on our big old bison here, okay? So let's go back to our brown plate. We had some brown and red on there, a little bit of white. Let's go back to this plate. Okay, so we're going to start with here's our brown color here, right? Let's go ahead and get some more brown. Here's some more white. And let's get a little of our raw sienna. Alright. So let's go ahead and start with our... Oh, before we start, let's draw on one more thing. Let's draw on kind of where some of our shadows are. Okay, so here's our eye. Now above this eye, there's some highlights here. Maybe there's a little light around this eye. You know, and then it kind of curves up, and then there's a big highlight kind of going across this big old 5 head that he's got here. Right, it's going to be a big old spot. It's going to be a little lighter on this side. It's going to be darker on this side, right? Okay, let's put another little spot here. Kind of shows a little highlight there. Okay, maybe we'll put a little spot down here, kind of going like this. It's going to be a light area there. Same here. Let's put a little section like so. Let's give me another little light section, okay? And you could put another little light section maybe right there. Okay, but for the most part, that's going to be the highlights. Everything else can be pretty dark, okay? Okay. Let's take our brown here, and I'm going to get a drop of black. We're going to start with our dark colors. So let's start with some of this. Let's get our dark colors in here. Shadows. Mix just a little bit of black in with your brown. Make it a little darker. Brown's a strong color. Okay, let's go in here. Let's start filling this in. Okay, let's go in again. I know we've already done this, but let's add another layer here. I can go, it's okay if I go a little over the nose. It's okay. We're going to paint that on top later anyway. I feel like it does need to be darker though. Let's take a little bit more black here. This brown is really strong color. Surprised. Black is usually takes over whatever color immediately. This brown is just barely darkened up, so I'm add a little bit more black. Cheese and crackers. Oh, is that enough black paint for your brown? Jesus Christ. Alright. There we go. There's a nice dark brown color. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and fill this right side of the head in. Everywhere I kind of haven't... Well, I've kind of drawn in my light areas there. I might leave them alone. And maybe close to those I might leave it alone because I can have a little in-between color of a dark color, a medium color, and a light color there. But some of these areas should be pretty stark contrast. Like right here should be probably pretty stark, right around the eyes. There's some very darks and then very light lights right there. Ugh, okay. Pull this kind of over towards the middle. Okay, so we'll kind of start with that, right? Now, that's going to be our first kind of dark color. Now let's go ahead and put some shadows coming off here as well. Wow, that brown color is just ridiculous. There's going to be some dark colors kind of going around underneath the, you know, kind of down below here, underneath the shadow, a little shadow under the head. And then down here it's going to be a little darker as well. Well, shadows kind of coming off back here. All right. All right, same here behind on the side. This is where that little strap is going to be going down the side of the buffalo. Let's go ahead and put little shadows there. Then about halfway or a little below halfway, just kind of go ahead and bring that across. It's going to be just a little darker at the bottom. Going to lose some of that detail at the bottom. There we go. Okay, now, quickly, before this dries, let's go ahead and mix up some brown and some white. Okay, I'll have a light color. Now, I think for some of this I might use my big brush, for some of it I might use my small brush. But let's take white, mix that in with our brown color here. And I've kind of got a little bit lighter brown color. And, you know, in here, I think I might just use this, like, big brush for maybe this area. Really, other than that, I might have to switch to my small brush. Maybe before I move on to the face, I might put, you know, maybe a little here. Uh-oh, that's a drip. Alright, that's why you mix your water with your paint really well, everybody. Don't do this at home. Whatever, we're gonna go with that. Okay. Maybe a little here. You can get pretty textured here with this. Maybe something like so. Okay, now I'm gonna go and switch to my medium flat brush. Now it's okay, take your time on this part. If I'm moving fast, take your time, it's okay. If your dark brown is already a little dry, that's alright. When you're ready for that, when you get done with the dark colors, you start in your light colors. Some of these big areas, I put it with my big brush, but I'm gonna go to my small flat brush, take my light color, and I'm gonna do some things like so. Now this is where I have this little bump drawn in out here, okay? And it's hard to see on the camera, but I have this drawn in. Okay, and it's a little kind of bump, just like there for like where the eye is. I might take this light color up the left side of the head there. So I'm gonna have to use a second layer there because it's kind of a little transparent right there. But there we go. Maybe a little light color here. Like so. A little light color right here above this eye. Maybe a little under here, you know, a little bit coming in there. Let's add more white and have an even lighter shade now, okay? Let's add a lot more white now. Have a very light color here. Very, very light brown. And let's take this, let's put some of this in here. Maybe some up here. mix some of that in. It's going to be a lot lighter at the very top. That's where the light's hitting it the most. Oh, wow. Okay, let's add a nice, very light highlight here. Never been hurt like this. I'm a waiter, might serve my dish. Observe my shit. Acting out the verb like this. Take a pen, don't curve my wrist. Yeah, nerd got hits. Running with the fofo meter when the test when the fofo meter. A little bit of light color right in there. Just maybe a little one here. Maybe a little there. Right, there we go. Oh wow, I've got some drips going, don't I? Okay. I'm just gonna cover up a couple other things. Some of these drips fell down, so I'm gonna cover these up. Keep it running through my lane. I've been running for a while. Keep 100 on my name while I'm running every season. I just never been a lame running my meter. Jackie joining my shit. You saying I don't trip. Okay, our buffalo head looks pretty insane right now. But that's okay. That's to be expected. So there's nothing wrong with that. You're not doing anything wrong if it looks a little insane right now. And yeah, I think that's pretty good. You know, maybe I could take a little bit of my light buffalo color here. Keep it running through my lane. I've been running for a while. Keep 100 on my name while I'm running every season. I just never been a lame running my meter. I can maintain bang bang coming off the mark and I rank. You know, I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna be done with my buffalo for now and say, hey, you know, I think I'm okay on my buffalo for right now. Okay, let's take a shot. And okay, we're gonna move through this piece by piece. Got the big stuff in. I feel a lot better now. Let's take a couple shots, honestly. I haven't done this painting since last Thanksgiving, and I don't remember how I did it exactly, so I'm kind of remembering. But anyway, whatever. Let's take a shot. I've been running for a while. Keep 100 on my name while I'm running every season. I just never been a lame running my meter. Alright, trivia question. Let's have a shot before I forget. I already missed one shot that I know I've taken 5 shots. Trivia question is what was the name of the 4th ship to sail to America along with the need of the Santa Maria? There was a 4th one. A lot of people don't know. There's your guesses. Okay, Black Pearl, Big Ship Energy. Is it the Holy Ship? It's already been guessed. Commotion on the Ocean. Is it the Honda? Is it the Sea Slut? Or why are you spreading misinformation? Those are your options there. Give it a guess. And yeah, you know, this painting's really, I don't know why, it's sucking me in. I think it's because I'm really trying to do this right, and I'm kind of fucking it up a little bit, I feel like. Like, you know, I can keep wanting to mess with it. Like, right here, I want to just add a little bit of white color. Maybe right here. It might be right here. I just kind of had a little white. Oh, shit. Let's see. Look, I'm fucking it up. Why am I doing this? What am I doing? I'm fucking up. Then it's like, hey, dude, leave it alone, dude. Just stop fucking it. Stop fucking with it. And I'm like, I can't stop. Okay, I'm done. Okay, you know what? I'm done. Maybe I just take my finger. Okay, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. Okay. Sorry. Oh, alright. Well, what's been going on, everybody? How's it going? Anything new? I watched a new movie called Don't Worry, Darling. I thought that sounded interesting. I watched it. It was pretty cool. I liked it. Very interesting movie. I like movies that are kind of a mind fuck. I like movies that are kind of like a weird mind-fucky kind of movie. Chris Pine's in it, though. I looked up a nice picture of Chris Pine. There he is. Look, there he is. He's really looking at that, you know? He's very invested. And this just shows what a great actor he is. I mean, you can really tell from that expression just how you know, intrigued he is by this. It's just bewildering to him. But he was in it. It was a good movie, though. I thought it was pretty cool. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, the only thing in that movie, though, is... I'm going to start painting my turkey up here. I think I'm going to start with the feathers, the background stuff here. I'm going to start there. So, yeah, with that, I think I'm going to mix up a few different colors. Probably some reddish browns and some dark browns. We'll add a little white, a little grays in there, so... But yeah, that Don't Worry Darling movie, if you haven't watched it yet, there's one scene that is... the only problem with that movie I have is... There's one scene at the end where... They're chasing the protagonist, and they're in a car, and there's two cars, and it's all like 50s cars, right? So it's like these big cars, and they're a little chase scene, right? So she's running from two cars. They're chasing her. And they kind of get right beside her, and she's kind of boxed in. And then there's another car coming straight at her. So other car gets in front and starts coming straight at her, right? And this is like one of those typical stupid movie things. But the car's coming straight at her, and she goes, wait, I'll just stop. And so she stops, and the other three cars all just slam into each other, right? And my problem is that, like, okay, if she hadn't slammed on the brakes, right, and it went exactly to their plan, what was their plan? You know, that they were just gonna all slam into each other and die? Was that their plan? And you see this all the time in movies where like, oh, just slam on the brakes, and then they all crash, and it's like, so they were just gonna crash, even if you didn't slam on the brakes, everyone was just gonna crash and die. And I can kind of see that in a way where it's like, yeah, it's like this madness, and at least you saved yourself. They're all so crazy they're going to kill themselves. But, like, I don't think that was the plan. Like, the whole thing wasn't like they were just going to kill themselves. It was just a very confusing, stupid thing in the movie that you see all the time in movies where they're just like, and they all crash. And it's like, so what if you didn't slam on the brakes? You're just all going to crash and die with this person? Doesn't make any fucking sense, right? Other than that, it's a really good movie, though. I thought it was interesting. Interesting idea and message and everything. Like, I won't ruin it, I guess, unless somebody wants me to, I will. But, yeah, it was an interesting movie, though. But I watched that. I've been working a lot. Honestly, I need a break from work. I've been working too much, honestly. Okay, let's start with our tail here. Let's start going like this. Let's start making some little lines. Kind of angle those towards the middle. I'm going to go kind of around where my head's going to be. But, you know, something like that. And I think I'm going to bring this over a little bit. So maybe I can go over there. But you can probably barely see that. Let's add a lot. I'm going to make just a new plate here because my browns are going to a little out of control. Let's add a bunch of yellow to this. Make a very yellowy mixture. The question, Berserker, today's trivia question was, what was the name of the fourth ship to sail to America along with Anita, the Pinta, the Santa Maria? Was it A, Black Pearl, B, Big Ship Energy, C, Discovery Channel, D, why are we spreading misinformation, E, Commotion on the Ocean, F, the Holy Ship, G, Honda, or H, the Sea Slut? Okay. F, the Holy Ship, has already been guessed, though. Okay, so don't guess that one unless you want to. Okay, let's add some colors in here to our feathers. I think we need to make some more orangey kind of colors. So maybe a little bit of a red mixed in here too with it. Get this kind of, I don't know, mustardy color. And let's go ahead and add in some little lines like so. This is going to be kind of like our little feathers. We're going to start adding some colors in like this, okay? On the camera, it might be hard to kind of see the difference in color, but trust me, you know, if you're painting this at home, you're going to see these colors, okay? You're going to want to mix up a nice, very different color. You see how different this is from my other browns here? Oh shit, I put that right on top of the other plate. Whoops. Okay. Let's keep that going here. Go all the way around like that. Now another thing I want to do is kind of start with our little hand. Now I want this to come up a little further, so now for now it's going to look weird because I haven't extended this up yet, but irregardlessly, I want to have this feather come up a little higher. I'll kind of show you that in a minute, but I want to add some colors in here. Let's add a bunch of white now. Let's take a bunch of white, make a very light color now. Okay, now let's go in with this color. That's going to show up probably a lot better on the camera. I'm just gonna start kind of putting some, you know, little stripes in here, I guess it would be called. Just some colors. I'm not covering up my darker orange color really, maybe a little bit, but I'm trying to just kind of squeeze this in between. There's different colors on the tail. Alright. Some there, maybe some here, maybe some here. Right. Again, some over here. Again, I'm extending this part of the feathers that we drew. I'm extending this top part out. That's what this line was kind of intended for right here that I drew. There's kind of an extension here of that hand. It's kind of like its thumb folded over. Okay. All right, we have a guess for D, which was, why are you spreading misinformation? Listen, you know, since you asked, there's a lot that people don't want to acknowledge. Okay. It's not all just misinformation, Big Berserker, okay? I'm kind of offended you even guessed that. And really, like, maybe your information's misinformation, okay? Did you ever think of that, huh? Did you ever think about that? Oh no, everyone else is wrong, huh? Except for you. You know what happened. Okay, maybe I have some inside information about Thanksgiving that you don't know about. All right, I'm gonna take a shot. Okay, so we've got one answer for I'm offended, you're spreading misinformation. Hiya! 5 shots with really 6 though. Big Berserker, I'm sorry, are you a historian? Are you a U.S. history historian? Huh? Because I am. I have a PhD in Thanksgiving history, so. Big brain. You got a big brain? Okay, I'm taking my brown color with white, so I got my light brown color. And let's go ahead and add this in, huh? Let's do it. Let's add some of this. Oh, wow. So now we got a bunch of colors here on our little turkey. Our little turkey. Oh, Turkey-honus. You know, Turkey-honus is adorable, but he will fuck you up. Okay, don't. That's kind of how. That was part of his, you know, his power was that people overlooked him. They underestimated him. And then little Turkey-honus, he would sit there and he'd just come in out of nowhere and he'd fuck you up. You don't even know, Berserker. You don't even know, dude. Okay, so there's that. We got some different colors going on, okay? Okay, let's take some white and some blacks and really put some of the final details on the feathers back there. And you know what? Let's take one more shot, you know, because why not? Who's counting anyway? Let's see, what else did I do? I don't know. I haven't really done much. I mean, my buddy went out and drank the other night. And we were at the bar. Actually, that's funny. I remember. We're at the bar, and there was one of those like drinking Jenga games, you know. And goes, cheers. Yeah. Me and my friend went out to the bars, and we were at this one bar, and there's this. It was like one of those drinking Jenga games, and so we're kind of looking at it, you know, while we're drinking, just messing around, looking at the pieces. Each piece has a different thing written on it, right? So it's like one is like, you know, they were all crazy though. It was all like, one's like, you know, go up and tell the bouncer they suck or something. One of them's like, you know, text your mom. Whatever, you know. Like very crazy stuff. It was like, you know, oh, you know what, before I do black, let's do gray first. So the pieces were like we were joking about this, but it was like there's all these pieces that are like, you know, text a picture of your butthole to your mom. Then it goes to the next person. It's like, you know, kiss a guy who's clearly here with his girlfriend. Go up to the bartender and ask to, you know, I don't know, ask them why they're so stupid. Go up to this person. So we were sitting there and it's like, he would draw one and it would be like, you know, someone draws one and it's like, you know, tell your dad you always hated him. And you're like, do I have to? That's the game, man. Okay, you gotta do it. Then it goes to the next person and it's like, call your ex and tell him you still love him. They're like, what? No, that's gonna be a horrible thing for me. You're like, you gotta do it. It's the game. You drew the piece. Then it goes to the third person and it's like, take a drink. And he's like, oh, okay. You're like, oh man, this sucks. I gotta take a drink. Then it goes back to the other person and it's like, you know, spread a rumor about your boss at work. And it's like, what? Then it goes to the other person and it's like, you know, go up and kick some guy in the balls. Then it goes to the third person and it's like, take a shot. And they're like, oh man, I gotta take a shot. I'm getting drunk here. Meanwhile, the other two are like, you know, losing their minds because they're like, have put their entire lives in jeopardy from this Jenga game. It's like, just cracked me up that some of them were so crazy, and it's like, man, imagine if you just got all the bad ones in here, and it's like, yeah, I drew, sent a dick pic to my grandma? What'd you get? Oh, I got take a shot. Oh. Well, that's way better than what I got. I drew the Jenga piece that says, you know, start a political revolution and, you know, support, whatever, something horrible. What'd you get? I got, take a shot? What'd you get? I got suck on the person's nipple next to you. What'd you get? I got suck on this guy's big toe. What'd you get? I got take a drink. Oh. Wish I could take a drink. It's kind of hilarious. Like, the things on there were so ridiculous. Like, it was literally, those are literally all things on there. Like, not like send a picture of your butthole to your grandma, but that was pretty much. I mean, it was like, text your boss and tell him like what you really think of him, and it's like, who would do this? What an unfair thing to pull. I thought it was funny. It was like this stupid Jenga game. Anyway, whatever. I just thought it was funny. We were out drinking and anyway, I haven't been doing much. Went out and drinking that night. And what are y'all been up to? Anybody talk to me? What's going on out there? Anybody do anything fun? Anybody got any big plans there for Thanksgiving? Obviously, I imagine we're going home for Thanksgiving, seeing some family. Anybody making any big long trips? Where's everybody from? Hey, Berserk, you guys celebrate, you guys probably don't celebrate Thanksgiving over there, do you? Do you have anything in place of, anything like, Thanksgiving that you celebrate over there? You have something in its place or anything? Alright, let's, wash our brush out. Okay, so we got some white, we got some... Got our feathers pretty good there. Just a bunch of colors. We're just mixing, we're taking a bunch of colors, triggering there. We did some whites. The white, now there's the whites and the blacks, we kind of go across, that starts to pull it together. One of the last things I'm going to do is take my black paint again, go back to black, and basically Thanksgiving on Sunday. Oh, okay. You guys, is it Thanksgiving or is there a different holiday, or can you tell me anything about that? I'm interested. Last thing I'll do is take some black and really put some of the final touches in here. You know, like I can put some blacks out here into the whites. Maybe something like that. Kind of, you can see those whites a little more clearly out there in the yellow. Whatever you got to do there. But I also want to put some lines here. Maybe some lines going like this. Just a bunch of lines kind of showing the direction of the feathers there. Right? I'm going to put a line right here. Kind of showing where that's this feather is. It's kind of over this one, right? This one's... The idea is that it's kind of his feathers, like his hand, is kind of folded over right here. So this part sticks out a little further, and there's a little part sticking back, and that's what's holding the trident, okay? So there's that. I'm going to do... these whites out here are just not detectable, so I'm going to do a very, very light white and maybe my reddish, orangish brown here. Let's go back to this color. Let's put this out here on the very ends. Let's just kind of do this. And let's let those blacks mix in. Let's kind of gives it... It's kind of just like keeping your brush flat and pulling it in. It actually gives a nice... Especially when you got that fresh color on there. It gives a nice little look to it. Now I can do the same thing in here. Hey Logan, what's up? I haven't talked to you in a while. How you been? Berserker says, just a normal day, but because Sunday we have a big Thanksgiving dinner, not a special day or anything. Oh, okay. So you live over in UK. If you can be bothered to anyway. Oh, okay. Yeah, I always wondered if, you know, there was any kind of celebration for... Or kind of, you kind of forget that holidays in other countries. It's like, oh yeah, other countries don't celebrate the same holidays we do. Okay, so again, this is a painting of Turcohannes, the turkey that was here, that was kind of keeping all the Native Americans at bay, rode bison, controlled the bison. And then when Christopher Columbus came over, killed Turcohannes, and they ate his corpse, and that's what the first Thanksgiving dinner was. And that's what brought the Native Americans and the, I guess, Italians together. I thought it was Spaniards, but someone online here corrected me and said it was Italians, so... Today's trivia question, though, is what was the name of the fourth ship to sail to America along the Needle Pin to Santa Maria? There was a fourth one, okay? Was the name of that ship the Black Pearl? Was it Big Ship Energy? Was it Discovery Channel? Now, D's been guessed already. Why are you spreading misinformation? You already called me on that. Or E, the Commotion on the Ocean. F, the Holy Ship. G, Honda. Now, F's already been guessed. Holy Ship's already been guessed. G, Honda, or H, the Sea Slut. Okay. Logan, have you still in touch with old Letner? No, not no. Letner never really liked me anyway. Or, I mean, I don't think he hated me or anything, but... Yeah, I was never his favorite or anything. He didn't really give a shit. I love Letner. I mean, he's awesome, but no, not in touch with him. You know, nothing against him. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, we were never, like, buddies or anything. But, yeah, I love Letner. Letner was awesome. Missed that guy. He was cool. Letner, Logan, I don't know if you've watched some of my streams, but I've talked about him a little bit. Or I've told one time I was talking about high school and saying that his nickname for me was the Talented Meathead. He'd always say that to me. He'd always say, you know, he'd always call me the Talented Meathead. I did this drawing one time. It was chalk pastel drawing, and so I did it on this like paper, like construction paper kind of. It wasn't construction, it was something like that. And it was a big piece, and I just folded the top over, so it was kind of like a cover sheet. Nothing got on it, messed it up. Well, eventually, the picture I was going off of, I extended it and started drawing on the top. So I just kind of flattened that crease out, you know? And he'd always tell me, like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? Like, it looks so stupid. Like, he goes, it's ruined. Like, you're flattening this crease out and you're still trying to draw. You can still clearly see the crease through the middle of the drawing, you know? Like, and he kept telling me this, and he kept telling me to go, and he said, one day, he said, you know, I mean, whatever, you know, do what you want to do. He's like, but on it, he's like, I just don't know what you're doing. He's like, it's like putting, he said, it's like a polished dog turd. He said, it's like polishing a dog turd. And I was like, cool, thanks, dude. And then that drawing won second place at the art competition that year. So I got a little bit of, you know, I don't know, felt a little better after that. But yeah, he's pretty funny. I love that guy, but yeah, I was not his favorite. I was kind of, I don't know what. Oh, in high school, I was kind of like, in high school, honestly, I didn't really know who I was. I definitely was like, revenge. I wouldn't even say it's revenge. Well, I mean, I guess in a way, because it's like, Oh, see? Oh, maybe it's not a polished doctor. Now, granted, the people at the art competition probably thought it was intentional, which it definitely wasn't. We're like, oh, it's interesting. Kind of crease through the middle. Perhaps that was maybe something that got into their thinking that was inaccurate. But no, in high school, I think I was pretty, I wouldn't say I was like quiet but I definitely was like not, I don't know. All I'm saying is like, I think in high school I was definitely much more like, I was not a jock, I was not anything, Lettner loved my dad. My dad went to high school there. Lettner was my dad's high school art teacher. And Lettner loved my dad when he was in high school. So that was the only thing that Lettner liked about me, was he liked my dad, and he liked my older sister too. She was cool. My older sister was super sweet and nice. And I think I was just probably more difficult, I would imagine. I would imagine I was more stubborn. And I imagine I also wasn't very happy in high school. Honestly, I was pretty depressed in high school. In high school, I was very, yeah, there was a lot. I think in high school, honestly, I was just depressed. I don't know why exactly. I think it's just kind of like not knowing who I am and where I fit in and things, like a lot of people feel, you know? But I think I don't know, he didn't like me, and I don't blame him. High school was weird. Okay, let's take some more black. Now I've added some black in here and added some little layers there, some little rows of some colors here on our turkey. Let's outline this. Let's outline the body there. Boom. So we're just going to outline the body there. Now, another thing, God, these drips. I'm not mixing my water in enough, am I? Okay, straight black. Okay, let's go. We'll put a little there. Alright, ba-boom, ba-boom. Okay, we got the turkey body. You know, it's definitely time for a shot. Yeah, high school was weird, especially Carl Junction. If you weren't a jock and you didn't play a sport with a ball, if you didn't play basketball or baseball or football, you know, you're a fucking loser, you know, and that's all there is to it. There's other people that were, I feel like I was one of those people who's kind of like friends with a lot of different groups ultimately, because I feel like I could connect with a lot of different people, but ultimately didn't know who I was. I had friends. Ultimately, I like to have friends that were funny. I like funny friends. Looking back, I didn't really know why I was friends with a lot of people, but now looking back, I'm like, I really gravitated towards people that were funny and humor and, you know, more just funny, honestly. But in high school, I didn't really know who I was. I don't think many people did, but definitely, Carl Junction definitely catered to the more wealthy, lived there their whole lives, jock family, Christian jock family, traditional, all that, right? And I don't know. I always felt like a black sheep in high school. I kind of just like didn't give a shit about anything in high school. I was pretty hated myself quite a bit in high school, so. Oh, I appreciate that, Logan. Logan, I always thought you were awesome. I always thought you were kind of quiet, but I thought you were awesome. I just thought you were, you know, a little bit more of a quiet person, but I always thought you were super cool. So, cheers to you, Logan. Logan, I always thought you were extremely kind and very nice, and you were definitely never any kind of a burden or anything like that, or you were never anything, you know, you were never like a threatening person, you know, you were always very kept to yourself and very just a very peaceful person, I thought. So but I appreciate that, Logan. I haven't talked to you in forever. How you been? What's going on? This is what I'm doing now. Well, I do this on Wednesdays, and then the rest of the time I'm the general manager of a restaurant, so I'm having fun. Pretty happy. Anywho, you know, can we stop calling Sylvester Stallone Sly Stallone? That's another thing I want to talk about. His name's Sylvester. Thanks, guys. Okay, Logan, I want to talk about that in a minute. But first, I just want to say, you know, just a quick PSA. Sly Stallone. We gotta stop this, people. His name is Sylvester, okay? You gotta remember, Sylvester Stallone's first name is Sylvester, okay? Like the cartoon cat on Looney Tunes, okay? That's how you gotta think of when you think of him. You gotta think of Looney Tunes, Sylvester the cat. His name is Sylvester, not Sly. You know, it's like, I get it. He's trying to be cool or something. People are trying to make him cool. His name's Sylvester. Period. Own it. Which I think he does. Sly Stallone. What a stupid. Its name is spelled Sly. It's spelled S-Y-L, not S-L-Y. Okay, sorry. I just had to get that out. Logan, you moved to Houston? Accountant nerd. You mean accountant, you know, badass. You mean, have a good job. Is that what you mean? You mean like you're an accountant and you're a badass? No, you're not a nerd. Maybe you are, I don't know, but definitely would think being an accountant's gotta be a good job. I could not do that. Being in a... Not that I couldn't work in like a office setting. I think I'm a little too extroverted to just be in an office all day. I think that is a big deal. That probably... Would you say you're more introverted or extroverted, Logan? I mean, I would guess introverted, but I don't know. Oh, fully remote. That's nice. You can just kind of sit at home. You can do it all from home. That's cool. Okay, I mixed up some light blue. Turcohannes' head is light blue. Now again, Turcohannes was a brutal turkey warrior that ruled the Turkey Kingdom and had a very strong, you know, had a very strong hold on North America before Christopher Columbus came. Now he had an exceptionally blue head. Okay, it's kind of part of the lore, and that's why you see that a lot. It's exaggerated a lot in a lot of paintings like I'm doing now, but it's all attributed to old Turcohannes. Okay, Turcohannes, and Pocahontas stole her name from Turcohannes. That's also fact. Okay, that's fact. All right, don't even try. Okay, that's fact. Yeah, you came paintballing with us one time. Yeah, when did we go paintballing, Logan? Okay, okay, what's next? So we got the head in. I think what's next is a shot. Let's take another shot. I'm not nearly drunk enough. Okay, we still got a lot to do. This painting is gonna take a while. I'm not even gonna lie. We're already at an hour and 15 minutes, and we're not even... I mean, we're over halfway, I guess, but it was gonna take a minute. Anyway, I don't know. You know, I don't remember, shot! I don't remember. I knew we went I remember in high school we went paintballing a lot. Remember Aaron and Spangler and all those guys? Like, we all, like, were doing paintball thing for a long time there. It was a pretty big trend for a minute. Ah! I can't say I remember all the... I can't remember all the details from high school. Oh yeah, actually, Terry, yeah. Yeah. Main thing I remember about paintball, whenever we were in high school, is like, everyone else had like all the guns they bought, or whatever their parents bought them, or whatever. They had these nice guns. And I never had a gun, so I had to use the shitty extra gun somebody had, you know? It would always be the gun that jammed and didn't work right, you know? So I remember we'd always go paintballing and like some people would be like, "You suck, Joel." And I'm like, "My gun's jammed." Like, or I had the one gun that you had to pump every time you shot. It was like a shotgun thing and it sucked. It was completely not accurate at all. But yeah, I remember that's the main thing. I know that's another thing I remember about high school is being broke as fuck. Very poor in high school. Not trying to diss my parents or anything. I know they were doing the best they could, but I definitely did not have. Everyone else in high school had these like super nice guns, and I went because everybody like would invite me and like let me come and let me use their guns. But ultimately, it was like they would go and I'd be like, "I don't know, I don't have a good gun." Okay, I'm doing a little. Let's do our trident here. So just a big long line down the middle and then a straight line perpendicular and then 2 lines going out. That's going to be our trident, okay? She's a hawk. Now, let's see if this line goes. Now, if you kind of line this up, you would see if here's the bottom of this wing. So if there's something that shows through right there, you could put it in between there. Like it's that trident going through, you can kind of see it showing through. But again, if it doesn't show up there, you know, don't put it in because it's going to be confusing. But, you know, we'll go back in a minute, take some black and put some highlights on that. All right, let's put in, let's put in a little turkey legs. Turkey legs, okay? So here's our little turkey body. And now this probably isn't the right color white, but let's start with this. I'm going to start with this because I'm kind of making this up as I go. I don't really remember how to paint this. Let's kind of start like this. Let's start there. Okay, that'll give me a little basis to go off of. Alright. Alright, let's do, let's, I'm just kind of bouncing around. There's no real... okay, let's redraw in our, horns, and let's take one more shot, okay? Oh, Logan, you got me bringing up all this old stuff. I don't even remember. I remember getting shot in the hand from like 6 feet away when I played with the guys that were like in my sister's boyfriend, Nate. He was, well, my sister was 3 years older than me and 3 grades older than me. So her husband now, or her boyfriend then, was a year older than her. So he was 4. So I remember when I being in like 8th grade playing with a bunch of seniors in high school, and we went and played paintball and getting shot by not Jake, John Fennell, Jake's older brother, I think. He shot me from like 7 feet away or something, and I had this giant welt on my hand, and I had a scar there for like 4 or 5 years, but it went away by the time I graduated high school. But I always remember that. Okay, let's take our little piece of chalk here, and let's draw on our horns. Okay, so here's our horns. Okay, let's say here's right above the eye. Let's make a little curvy line, like a little, again, that little parenthesis, right? And let's go wham. So we kind of know where that horn is. Now, I may wait to draw this, paint this in. I want to redraw that in. Again, there's a horn there. Now, up here, I might draw a little. There's going to be a little layer of like black fur above the neck and the head, kind of like a little neck beard that this buffalo's got. Okay, let's say we got a little stirrup here. Can draw this in a little bit more detail now that we know where everything's going to be at. There's that little stirrup. Okay, there's going to be this. There's going to be a little strap going down the side of for the supposed saddle that could be here. Now in front of our turkey. Okay, and I think that's most everything. You know, if you want to draw in, maybe where that. Oh, this is still wet, so never mind. Okay, let's do this. Let's go to something. Let's go back here. Let's go back to the face of the old bison, okay? Let's take some black. And let's paint that eye in. Now, one thing I'm going to do, though, just because I want to, and it's bugging me, is I want to take this light color, and right here I want to put a second layer here. You know? Because it was very transparent right there, and it was kind of showing through the background. Okay. Alright. Now, one thing we can do here, let's go to our gray color. Mix up some gray. Sly Stallone. It's Sylvester. Your name is Sylvester. You don't get to change it to Sly now, trying to fit in with young kids. You're in your, like, 70s now or something. I don't know how old he is, but he's got to be 70, right? How old is Sylvester Stallone? You were with John for 9 years. Who's John? Is that, husband? Boyfriend? Sorry, maybe I forgot what we were talking about. Who's John? Okay, so we'll put this little gray there on the outside. So I'm going to kind of start with like a little hump there, and then on each side put a little thing like so. It's kind of got a little bulge on both sides. Then on the very bottom, let's put another little, right in the middle, just a little. Okay, we're gonna leave it like that for a minute. Maybe we'll bring this. Maybe I kind of like it coming down a little straighter and then out, and straight up. Kind of like that better. Maybe that shape a little better. No, Fennell. You were John Fennell for 9 years? You were? Well, that's right. I guess I forgot that. Jake Fennell. Megan was with Jake Fennell, right? Megan Gordon? There's a bunch of high school stuff that no one else cares about besides me and you, probably. Okay, let's take black paint. I always liked John and Jake Fennell. I thought they were cool. I never really knew them that well, but they're always cool. Okay, let's take some black. Let's kind of fill in our eyes. Let's kind of start with those two little happy face, frowny face lines. Just a curve up, curve down line. Make a little football shape. Boom. Another one over here. Oh yeah, that's still a little wet, so shit. Maybe I fucked that up a little bit. Whoops. Yikes, that eye is a little big. We can trim it up with some of that light color though, but we'll leave that alone for now. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and add in some of this fur. So I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of start by drawing a line here with just black paint. This will also set in like where the side of the head is. And then I'm just going to kind of pull up away from the head and away from that line. That's going to be like a little bit of fur going around that, right? This one line is too tall though. It should be taller going all the way around, I guess. So go ahead and just do that. Alright, Spicing's kind of looking a little weird to me, but whatever. You know what? Whatever. Alright, next. Alright. I'm kind of just jumping all over the place with this painting because it's just so all over the place. This painting is kind of all over the place. You kind of, while that's drying, I jump here. While this is drying, then I jump over here. Then I jump back here. Then I go down here. You know. I think what I need to do is take probably another shot. If I'm being honest. Maybe just one more shot. Yeah. You know another thing I always do? I don't know why I'm thinking. Now you got me on high school stuff, Logan. I haven't thought about high school and I don't know, I'm 34. What was that, like 10, 14 plus 2, 16 years ago. I graduated 16 years ago. I'm almost like 18 is almost half of where I'm 34 now. Well, I haven't thought about some of this in so long. Hey, if anybody want to win a painting today, hey, you want to win a painting today? Trivia question is, what was the name of the fourth ship to sail to America along with the Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria? Was it A, the Black Pearl, B, Big Ship Energy, C, Discovery Channel, D, why are you spreading misinformation? Which has already been guessed. E, Commotion on the Ocean, F, the holy ship, which has already been guessed. G, Honda. Or H, the sea slut. Okay? That's your trivia question today. Oh, and happy Thanksgiving. Look at these people. Oh my god, they're having so much fun eating Thanksgiving turkey. Look at that. Hey, also, by the way, today is National Espresso Day, National Cashew Day, National Jukebox Day, National Taiwan On Day. And that's what I'm doing. I'm celebrating today. It's also National Eat a Cranberry Day. So here's a lady eating cranberries. Look at her. She's having a ball eating cranberries. You know, what a great day today is. National Eat a Cranberry Day. She's just tying one on, eating a cranberry. But today is National Taiwan On Day, so I feel like I'm honoring that day today pretty well. I'm pretty proud of myself, if I do say so myself. But yeah. And in honor of National Taiwan On Day, let's take one more shot. Man, I need to like smoke a cigarette or something. I'm fucking already an hour and a half now. We still got some ways to go. Okay, I don't think we have that much more to go, honestly. Got a lot of this. All we need to do is put the straps in, the saddle. I think what I need for this is... What I really need is some white and my raw sienna color, and I think we're fine. I'm gonna take a plate, okay, and I'm gonna get some white paint, okay, alright, okay. Okay. Let's get some white paint, and let's really take our little medium flat brush here, and let's put some final details in, okay? Let's be deliberate and really put what we need to put in here. I've got all the colors out at this point. Cheese and crackers, how many colors we have to put in here? I mean, come on. Cheese and crackers, people. Alright. Here's my white. Let's start with some white. Let's start with a new plate. White paint. Did I count that shot I just took? I don't even know anymore. I think I'm like 2 or 3 shots behind. I think I'm 2 or 3 shots ahead of my counter is what I'm saying. I don't think I counted like 2 of them. I don't even care anymore. White paint. Let's do this. Let's grab just a little bit of my peanut butter, okay? A little bit of my raw sienna. And mix that with a whole bunch of white. Okay? Maybe a little bit of yellow. Maybe we'll take some yellow too. Ooh. Just a little bit of yellow, a little bit of peanut butter, a little bit of mustard, and a whole lot of mayonnaise. We'll make ourselves a nice light mayonnaise-y, whatever this color is called, okay? What color is this? This would be like not eggshell white, it'd be like pea shell white? Maybe urine shell white? Okay, let's go ahead and draw this in. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's go. Hey, look, here's our strap. Alright, our Turkahonus is strapped on. Strapped in, strapped on to old Buffalo here. Boom, there's his little saddle strap. Boom, saddle strap. Boom. Okay, let's okay, now before we move on, let's do this with all the parts. Let's go ahead and fill in all the saddle straps. There's this one here. Goes down, gives our little stirrup. I think that's what it's called, right? Stirrup. Around. So let's draw us a little, not a little football shape, but don't fill the middle one. Leave it empty. Let's do one here. Boom. And we'll put a little bump there. That's a little front of the saddle. Okay, that's his little saddle. Okay. Now, before this dries, let's mix in some of our darker colors, our browns, our raw siennas. Let's take our raw sienna. Now we got more of a creamy color, creamy peanut butter color. Okay. Here we go. Maybe it's a sunset in my heart. Sunset in my heart. And maybe we'll put some of this in. Now let's take a dark color. Let's take some black. Now we got a little dark color. Ooh, dark color. Now let's put some shadows in, okay? Let's put some shadows in here. Uh-huh, yeah. Uh-huh, okay, yes, okay. Oh, okay. Now let's take just some white. Okay, let's put some friggin' white in there. Oh, bright spot. Whoa, what's up? Oh, what's up? Bright spot, huh? Oh, take that. Oh, bright spot. You like that? Take that, bright spot. Boom. Okay, we got some we got a saddle in, I think. Okay, now that's just like the basic. That's going to be behind a lot of stuff. While that dries, let's go in here. Let's put some final details on the our Turkahana set. We may have to blow dry this to get through it quick enough because we're already dragging ass here. I'm dragging ass. It's already, you know, hour and a half in. We're not even done yet. So let's go ahead and take some more of my light blue. I'm going to put a second layer on this because it's too transparent. Maybe I'll try to think of some darker areas more to put this in, but ultimately this is just another layer to really solidify the blue because it's a little transparent. Really make that solid, okay? Now, wash my brush out again. I'm just jumping around. Sorry, I'm just jumping, and we're jumping, okay? If you're painting along with me and you're watching this later, pause the video at each step. Take your time. But I gotta put a second layer on that Turkahana's head. Put all this, and I start with a base color, put the light color in, put a dark color in, put a second layer of blue on that head. Alright, now I'm taking just plain old straight black. Now, I want to make some thin, skinny lines here. So I can scrape my brush, lay it down, real flat, pull it through, flip it over, pull it through. Keep my brush nice and skinny. What I want to do here is kind of like really draw in the points of my Turkahana's trident weapon. Now this is a brutal, brutal dictator, this Turkahana's, okay? He was a bad turkey. I want to draw in kind of the ends. Kaboom. Look at that. Trident. Kaboom. There's a trident for you, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's do this also. Let's take some more. We got black on our brush. Let's do that. Hey, why not? Why not? I kind of like the look of this. You know, some of the parts of this painting can be pretty loose and pretty expressionistic, if that's a word. Maybe expressionistic. Maybe it could be pretty like expressionistic. So let's do that. And let's also... Is this dry? It's dry. Okay, let's do this. Boink. Boink. Look at that. Nostrils. Crazy. Look at this, too. Hey, watch this. Well, look at that. little buffalo face. Okay, what am I doing? Maybe I'll put this in. Oh, look at that. Look, a little black line. You can still see that, kind of. It's hard to see, but you can see it. It do help. It do be helping. You know, some of this, you can put some of this back in, double up on that, if that's a little, kind of see through there a little bit. Ooh, a little bit of that, a little shatter. You can also make that line a little better if you want. You know what else you can do is just figure it out, you know, I'm kind of, feel like I'm talking too much. What's everybody doing? Anybody, anything new? Someone tell me something they've done interesting lately. Someone please tell me something interesting. Why is just anything happen to you? Anything we can talk about? Maybe something that get interesting. Do you have any questions for me, or like anything at all? Oh, you know what I should do else? Let's take this. I'm gonna take this color again. I'm gonna trim up this eye. God. Anger. Drips. Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. Okay? Okay. Not mad at all. Okay, so let's see. We got that. So put the horns in, but let's make sure we get the stirrups in. Let's put this little turkey leg in a little bit more clearly. Turkey leg maybe should be a little more yellowy, so let's take a little medium flat brush. I don't know, is anybody out there a gamer? Anybody play the new Overwatch? Because I'm still frustrated by Overwatch 2. I think I should just play StarCraft 2, just go back to StarCraft. Just give up on fucking Overwatch. What's the point anymore? What is the point anymore of Overwatch? Like, they had a game, it was great, people still played it, like, you know, 8 years after it came out or some shit like that. I just like, why? They just ruined it. It's just like, why would you make the changes you made? Like, what? It's not what anyone wanted. No one wanted to change the entire format. Just so frustrating. Just like, why did we do this? Anyway, I've been playing it more. Having fun with it, but I don't enjoy it as much as the first one at all. But there's still points that are... It's still fun. It's still a game that I enjoy. It's still better than nothing, I guess, but very frustrating. I don't... If anyone wants to share, can anyone talk to me about Overwatch 2? Does anyone play Overwatch 2? Maybe we can have a discussion about this. No one watches, so it doesn't, I guess I won't get it, but... Man, I would love to talk about that with somebody. Like... I don't know. I'm not gonna go into it because clearly no one here plays it, so it's not a big deal, but... Alright, here, let's do this. Okay, let's outline. The bottom of a stirrup. Let's outline some little parts of the little toesies. Oh, there we go, look at that. Hey, we kind of defined some of those toes. Big fucking deal, right? Okay, let's put some red in, let's put the top of the... I'm kind of blowing through this at this point because this painting's taking so long. I probably shouldn't. I should probably take my time, but I don't know. I'm just kind of at this point. I don't really remember this painting. I'm just kind of doing it muscle memory at this point. Red paint. Can anyone talk to me about you know, anything at all? You know, Logan, honestly, high school was high school. I don't really think about it. High school is a time of my life that I, at the time, was like, this is pretty stupid, right? You know, it's kind of like, this is dumb, right? Like, everyone gets that, right? Most people didn't. But then after high school, everyone was like, it was terrible. I'm like, I don't think it was terrible. I think it was high school. I think we were all young and stupid. So I painted on the top, there's this bandana, I kind of put a little blob there, then boom, one little section there, and then drop down another section, gives you a little bandana, okay? Let's put a little gobbler on him. Boink. Put a little, just a little nutsack shaped red, okay? Red in the shape of a nutsack, okay? Imagine a nutsack, and draw that in red. Paint that in red, okay? That shape. That's what we're going for, okay? Boom. What else? Let's take some white, mix it in with our red. Get a nice light red. High school was, boy. Talk about high school. I don't even know what to say about high school. Favored the people that were not me. I was not a favorite. I was, you know, I mean, terrible for me. I mean, it's not like it was horrible, but... You know, definitely better for people who live there their entire lives. It was a very small, it's like a, you know, ooh, you know what, we got a little bit of this, let's put a little bit on this little gobbler nutsack, right? Here we go. I will say, wasn't horrible, but Carl Junction, Missouri, definitely, very small, basic-ass community that, you know, doesn't like change, and definitely there's people just set up to be popular there. You know, play football, you're good to go, and you're popular and you're cool. And then afterwards, you have to struggle your entire life to understand like where you belong in this world because, well, in high school, everything was laid out before me, you know. And then it's like, well, we'll still lay some stuff out before you there. We'll still let you work at our, you know, company that we own, but you know, there's going to be actual, you know, things required of you. It's very strange. Like, College Junction, Missouri was very like, not to say, and all those people that were awesome and that were popular in high school and set up to succeed are probably still doing fine. It's not even saying that they're fucked now or anything. I'm not even trying to be a hater on them, but it's just like, you know, high school was very conflicting for me. It was very like, I didn't grow up in one place. We moved around a lot, and I never really felt at home anywhere. I think that was a lot of it, probably. Probably a lot of it's more about me than them. Okay, you know, before I get, like a fucking... Before I start delving too far into my own psyche, let's take some black paint. I should probably take another shot, though, probably. Let's take black paint. Okay, now, let's just... Now, if you want... It's probably best to draw this in first, okay? Being honest, everybody, if you're doing this, if you're painting this along with me, draw it in, okay? I'm gonna go for it because I know where I want to put it. Boom. And you know what else I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take my brush and flip it around to my round side, dip it in black, and I'm just gonna dot it. I'm just gonna go straight in, boink, like that. Boom. Ooh, look at that Turcahonas. He's a bad motherfucker. Okay, let's outline some things. Let's outline this beak. Outline that. Maybe this little red nutsack on his little chin there. There we go. All right. Okay, this is coming together. Oh, let's take some black and let's do this. Let's put a little, maybe a couple of lines to kind of show some of these folds. Maybe one there and one there. Boom. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Turcahant. Look at him. He's brutal. Look at that. Oh, look at that eye. Whew, he's scary. Okay, let's go back to our white, our light cream color, our whitish raw sienna-ish color. Like so. Oh, yeah, like so. Oh, yeah, like so. Now let's put these old horns in. Kaboom. It's good to say kaboom while you work and say, oh, kaboom. Kaboom. Say it like that, kaboom. As you paint, it'll give you strength and power in your brush stroke. God, these fucking drips. What am I doing? What's wrong with me? Come on, Joel. Sorry, everybody. Everything's fine. Everything's fine, okay? Sometimes I just have to scream at myself. Okay, there's a one horn. Let's put another horn in out here. Now this, we don't want to come into this. We want to leave that outside of the head. If we do go over the head, it's okay. Just let it dry and then take that light color there and just trim it back up, which I might have to do it myself because I'm pretty fucking hammered. Might not be able to paint this. Okay, I'm doing okay. You know what? I'm doing okay. But then we're gonna add some black in. Plenty of room for me to fuck this up. Okay. All right, let's do this. White paint. Let's take our brush, flip it around, stick it in some white paint. Look at that. See, you got a little white paint on the end of our brush. Now here's what we're gonna do. Let's imagine light's coming here and it's hitting the top corner of that eye. Boom. Wherever I put that, I'm going to put it in the same spot on this side. Boom. See that? Kaboom. That's what you call kaboom. Okay? Okay, now after we call kaboom, then we do something else to outline the horns. Okay, now last thing I think we need to do, back to our big flat brush, okay? Let's take a shot. Hey, today's trivia question today is, Thanksgiving themed, okay? What was the name of the fourth ship that came to America along with the name of the Princess Santa Maria? Was it A, the Black Pearl? B, Big Ship Energy? Was it C, Discovery Channel? D, why are you spreading this information? Or is it E, Commotion on the Ocean? Was it F, the Holy Ship? The G, Honda? Or H, the Sea Slut? Okay, those are your answers. Okay, give it a guess. Let me take one more shot. Okay, one more shot. Okay, let's just take one more shot. Okay, one more. Just one more. Okay, and that's gonna be the last one, hopefully. I know I didn't count at least one. I think I didn't count 2 of my shots, but I'm gonna hope that it's just one shot I didn't count. Fuck, I dropped it. No, fuck me. Okay, here we go. Okay, cheers for fears.
I'm looking.
Okay. Okay, let's put our final details in. Hey, by the way, it's National Eat a Cranberry Day. Look at her eating cranberries. She's having a blast. Look at it. They look so good. Look, she's eating those cranberries. I'm like, man, I want some cranberries. This lady. And also, happy Thanksgiving. Look, just do this with somebody. Take a fake picture and pretend to be so excited eating a giant, dumb turkey leg. How posed is this? Like, how bullshit this is. Maybe it's not bullshit, but like, how many pictures you see like this and it's like bullshit? Huh? How many pictures like you catch of people? How often do you really get a picture of someone that's in the middle of laughing? Never, right? Like, that never happens. Like, the amount of pictures online, like, everyone knows you're taking fake fucking pictures. I don't know how many pictures I want to be like, so how long did it take, you to stage this picture and have somebody take your picture of you fake laughing? Hey, ladies, okay, can I attack ladies for a minute? Let's say, who took that photo of you hysterically laughing in just the right moment? Bullshit. Bullshit, Frank. Okay. Riley says, looks like poop. Riley, did you guess my trivia question?
I have no idea.
Riley, here's the trivia question. What was the fourth ship to come to North America? Besides the Nina, the Princess Santa Maria, was it, A, the Black Pearl, B, Big Ship Energy? Was it C, Discovery Channel? Was it E, the Commotion on the Ocean? F, the Holy Ship? G, Honda? Or H, the Sea Slut? Or was it, why are you spreading misinformation, which has already been guessed? But Riley, I just want to sincerely say, dude, for real, fuck you, okay? Hey, Riley, just like from the bottom of my heart, like, I love you, man. And go fuck yourself. Oh. Just kidding. I do love you. What have you been up to, dude? What's up, dude? Now you tune in? Now you tune in? Why that buffalo looks surprised? He is surprised. Right, let me fill you in. This is Turcohanus, okay? So Turcohanus really ruled the North America and kept the Native Americans at bay, and he really was a prophet of the Native Americans, and he ruled the buffalo. This is Turcohanus, okay? I don't know. I mean, read a book once in a while, okay? This is clear. This is North American history. Turcohanus rode buffalo. He owned the buffalo. I mean, he ruled them. Native Americans could not deal with Turcohanus, right? And then Christopher Columbus came to America, killed Turcohanus, and united the Native Americans with the whatever they're Italian or something. And you know what? They ate Turcohanus's dead corpse, and that's what the first Thanksgiving dinner was. And a fat nugget? Oh, well, let's talk about the nugget, okay? Joey, how big's the nugget, okay? What's gonna be the real thing? Okay, so we've got a lot of the details in. Last part of this painting is painting the brush down at the bottom. So we got all this in, right? Let's take a plate. Let's get a bunch of our raw sienna. Let's take our big flat brush here. Let's wash it out. Nice washing. Can the turkey smoko blonde? I don't know, really? Can it? What are you saying? Can the turkey smoke a blunt? You want me to paint a blunt in the turkey's mouth? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you want me to do? And give the buffalo some sunglasses. I'm not messing up the buffalo. I could put some sunglasses on Turkahontas, maybe. Okay, let's take some of our raw sienna, a little bit of white, a little bit of burnt sienna. Hey Riley, if you want this painting, I'll go ahead and, you know, paint him, you know, whatever. Smoking a fat blunt. But you're just saying stupid random shit. It's not like you're gonna want this painting. You're like, haha, do that, ha ha ha. Later, and you're gonna peace out. You're never gonna like, you don't want this painting. You just want to ruin it for somebody else. Don't you, Riley? No, I'm not talking to you, Joe. I know you do. Riley's saying a bunch of crazy shit. Alright, let's take our raw sienna. Now, here's what I want to do. This. Do it just like this, okay? See what I'm doing? Really put a lot of effort into it, like I'm doing. Okay, we could do this all day long. You know what, Riley? Riley? Why don't we hang out anymore? I miss you. I miss you. Let's take a shot. Riley, you got a shot handy? Let's take a shot. Riley, remember we used to live together? Those were the days, bro. Okay, so I'm gonna like spread this around, right? Just spread it around. Okay, just fuck up the bottom of the painting like that. Boom. Look, there we go. We did it. Okay, look, we did it. This turkey's ready to fuck some people up, and he will. Okay. All right, let's paint our side edges. Let's talk for a minute. Let's talk about the answer to the trivia question, and let's keep going here. Okay. All right, let's paint this in. All right, make sure you sign the bottom so you can really fucking, you know, lord over people and be like, it's a lot fancier. If you don't paint the bottom, you're not an artist, okay? You gotta really be a dick about everything if you're an artist. So, you know, that's the rules, okay? You gotta be a pompous dick about everything. And that's how you get ahead in the art world, okay? You gotta really think that you're better than everyone and what you're doing is so brilliant, when in fact you just found something that looks cool and you like doing it. And everyone else thinks, wow, that's like, wow, that's on such a high level. And really, it's like, I just kind of found something that was cool and like doing it, and it's easy for me. I can do it. Figured it out. And everyone else goes, oh my god, I'll fucking blow you for that, you know? So, these are just some of the basic rules, okay, about art. Just pretend that you're, you know, the greatest thing to ever hit Earth. Sign your paintings really fancy way. And that's the most important thing about being an artist. Also, though, let's take a shot. Riley, take a shot with me, okay? Riley, you son of a bitch. I love you. I miss you. I miss your scent. I miss your musk. You know, when this whole thing gets sorted out, we should get an apartment together. I'm not an artist. No, like a dumb person who can do basic stuff, you know, like I'm not an artist. I'm barely a, you know, a functioning alcoholic, you know. Cheers. Riley, cheers. Riley, you don't see this, but Corey's on Twitch and he's saying that he misses you too. I don't know if you remember my friend Corey from Carl Junction, but Corey loves you. A lot of love on this stream. Appreciate y'all. Now, let's answer the trivia question, okay? Let's also take a... Boom. I know I miscount. I know I've taken at least one more. I think I've taken 2 more shots. Pretty sure I'm at 14 right now, but I'm not gonna be petty. I'm not gonna be petty and sit here and just crank it up, so trust me, I took it. Just gonna leave it alone. Let's talk about our trivia question today. What was the name of the 4th ship to sail? Now, okay, here's the thing. We all know the Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria. We all know that. They sailed to America, and they, you know, did horrible things, and, you know, whatever the history is, right? But there was a 4th ship, okay, led by a guy who, frankly, was an idiot, okay? And no one really remembers it because it was kind of a... It's the AT-AT. It's not one of the answers, okay? That's incorrect, Riley. Look, the correct answer was the sea slut, okay? Now, look. This is where the term slut came from, okay? The term sea slut. Now, back then it just meant a sea, you know, peruser, just open to all of the sea, right? This is where the term slut comes from. It's from the sea slut. Okay, and it was guided by General, Matthew. It was piloted, navigated, captained. It was navigated by Matthew McNutt, and he was a real sea slut. Okay, hence the name, the sea slut. Okay, so the correct answer is H, sea slut. Now, I will say the holy ship was a different ship, not one of the ones coming to America, but good guess by whoever guessed that. And E, why are you spreading this misinformation? Berserker, I can't believe you'd even say that. You're one of my longtime viewers, and I cannot believe that you would suggest that I'm spreading misinformation. I'm trying to educate people, okay? I'm trying to move us forward, not backward, okay? And there's a lot of things that I've not been told, okay, in the Western world, and you are really, like, I can't even talk to you right now. Do you even say that I'm spreading misinformation? I'm really pissed off at you, okay? Frankly. Yeah, it was you. It was you. You said D. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody, and I thank y'all for watching, and have a great day, okay? Love y'all.